I'm Kathy James, and I'm the Director of Connectional Ministries for the South Carolina Annual Conference, and I'm here as an observer for General Conference, and it has been a really interesting experience to be sitting in the visitors section where you have some of the information about what's happening, but not all of it. This year, one of the things that's different is that all of the translation is done through a headset or through an app on your phone. So when people that speak a different language stand up to speak, sometimes it's easy to follow and sometimes it's not. And all of the delegates have the translation equipment, but not all of the visitors do. So that's been an interesting thing where it used to be they spoke everything in English when a translation was happening. And sometimes our presiding bishops are speaking in another language, so that's also been fun to watch and to try to follow along, and it gives us an experience of what it's like to be a delegate from another country where they don't speak English. Another thing that is really fun about being a visitor is to be able to experience the fullness of the General Conference from kind of a balcony view where you can see the whole thing. The worship services are really exciting and meaningful and just very, very uplifting. It actually was a surprise for the General Conference to ask the bishops to propose a way forward, and when they did and it was adopted, I think that represents a new way of trying to solve this problem of division that has been going on for many, many years now. To be able to take time to spend in the prayer room or meeting with folks that are here also to observe and getting their perspective on what's happening gives a fuller picture of what is going on and how it impacts different groups that are connected to the church. I think when I talk to the delegates from South Carolina, they're weary. It has been a grueling experience, and at this point in the week, the day before the last day, folks are just looking forward to being able to go home and rest and reflect on everything that is going on. My hope would be that they can move through the legislation that's before them in a way that is not getting bogged down or slowed down by the parliamentary process. I think that many, many, many issues are brought before the General Conference, and there is a desire and a need to deal with all of them, and the parliamentary process should make that possible, and it'd be frustrating to think that some of the significant things that people want to deal with don't get dealt with because of that. My hope also is that the spirit with which they end tomorrow will be one of hope and not one of frustration.